I've got tea for this conversation because it's about to get hot. Let's talk about why saying no is literally the best decision for you. And I struggled with this for a very long time. So where my people pleasers at? Make some noise! Let me hear you scream! Honestly, I used to struggle with saying no to people like you'd never believe. And the people pleaser in me wanted to make sure that everyone around me was happy and taken care of and they were living their best lives, even if that meant that I was absolutely struggling, and even if that meant that I was having a really hard time, or you know, like I would sacrifice my own peace for other people's a lot, all day, every day. And that ain't it, boo. That ain't it. I will say this. When you're younger, I don't know if this is a girl thing or not. I've never wanted to be like, this is such a girl thing, this is a boy thing, or this is a girl, whatever. But I know from my personal experience, as a young lady, you're just not allowed to really say no. Like, if somebody needs something from you, you just say yes. If somebody says, you know, oh, I'm having a hard time, can you talk? Like, of course you can talk, because I'm an emotional being, I'm a woman, so I can hold this conversation, even if I didn't have no idea what the hell was going on, even if I didn't have the emotional capacity myself to deal with it, even if I was overwhelmed and shit was falling apart, like I would always say yes. I had one particular family member that would always ask me to do stuff for her, and I would always say yes. Have me out here trekking in the rain and shit, like it's too much. It's too much, okay? Like, I would honestly be doing the absolute most for this individual, and they'd be like, do you want money? And I'd feel guilty for even saying yes to money because we're family. So it was almost like, no, I don't want your money. But now I'm like really put out, because not only am I financially fitting the bill for something, but I'm also like, my time is gone, my energy is drained, and now I'm out of pocket. Yay. I wish I had the bone I have now to say no, but at the time it was just like, of course I can. How can I help? How high do you need me to jump? Do you need to jump off that bridge or this one over here? Like, what do you need me to do? Of course I can carry the weight of the world at my very young age. Like, it was just a lot, and I need you to really, really, really understand, saying yes to other people, saying yes to everything, is saying no to yourself. And saying no to other people sometimes is saying yes to yourself. Now, I'm not talking about if someone presents you with an opportunity for your career that will take you 10 leaps ahead in the next 6 months, and your fear is telling you to say no. I'm not talking about that. That's not kind of no I'm talking about. I'm not talking about someone saying that there's a surgery that we can perform for you and it's going to save your life, and you're scared, so you're going to say no. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the people-pleasing kind of no. I'm talking about this doesn't serve me, but I'm scared to say no to you. I'm talking about this does not benefit me in any way possible. That kind of no. This does not contribute to me becoming a better woman, or a better mother, or a better friend, or a better sister, or a better daughter. This takes away from those things. This makes me less present with my children. This makes me more tired when I'm with my partner, so I don't have any energy to give him or her. This makes me more frustrated with my children. This makes me more angry at the world. This makes me distant from the people that I love. This makes me not love myself, not like myself, not respect myself. That is the kind of no that I'm saying we need to introduce, because when things deduct from your life goal, when something deducts from the person, from the woman that you want to be, it is an instant no. It is a no, and you'll know when it's a no because you'll feel it. if it doesn't align with you as a person, if someone's telling you to take this drug or smoke this thing or drink that thing and you don't drink, like my sister-in-law doesn't drink, there's no way you're gonna get her to drink, okay? It's just a no. Like, it's just, if you're a freaking vegetarian and someone's trying to shove meat down your throat, it's a no. Like, it's your boundary, it's your line, it is your personal prerogative to say no to people. And we have somehow gotten, especially as women, we've gotten into this space where it's like we struggle to say no to other people. And I think it's the mother instinct, but it's been taking the piss off a little bit. Like, we've kind of taken it way too far. We now have to rein it in. And I'm sure men experience this as well, by the way, because I'm sure if there's a man watching this right now and he's like, what about us? I'm sure in some capacity you might feel uncomfortable saying no to your woman, because you want to make her happy, you want to please your partner, you know, maybe she's a bit more spoiled, or you know, she's used to a certain way of existing, and if you say no, you're taking away from that, and it makes you feel like you're not good enough for her, or that you can't contribute or give her the life that she deserves or that she always wanted. You have a right to say no. Anyone listening to this has a right to say no to people, and it does not take away from you being a good person. It doesn't make you a bad being. You just have the right to say no, and I can't stress this enough. We've gotten into this space where it's like, if I don't say yes to this person, they may love me less. If I don't say yes to this person, that makes me a bad person. If I don't say yes to this person, that means that I'm not contributing to the family. If I don't say yes to this person, that means that I'm a bum. If I don't say yes, that means I'm a this or I'm a that or I'm a da-da-da-da-da. Whatever list you've got going off in your head, alphabetically organized. You need, I can feel my throat opening up here as I'm saying this. Come on now, speak through me. You need to, okay, get comfortable with delivering a no in the nicest fucking way possible. Now, I'm not saying that you need to be an asshole. I'm not saying that me watching this video gives you permission to go out and be like, yeah, fuck you, no bruv, shut up. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, again, this goes back to communication. Learn how to create your boundaries. Learn what your boundaries are. And most of the time we find out what our boundaries are when they've actually been crossed, which is sad, but it's the truth, it's reality. Sometimes you just have to learn these things. But most of the time we learn our boundaries once they've been crossed, or we learn what our boundaries are when we look back at our lists of morals and values and we recognize, I don't want anyone to go over this. I don't want anyone to tell me that this can't happen for me. I don't want anyone to do this. That is your boundary. So for me, it's like, how can you respectfully, right? Because you're not responsible for how other people feel and take feedback, but you are responsible for delivering it in the nicest way possible, because that's part of being a good human, right? You don't want to be an arsehole and be like, well, she has to just deal with it. That's not how it works. You have to learn how to register. Communication is both ways, right? How can I deliver information as well as how can I adapt the way that I'm speaking to each individual person, because not everyone takes feedback the same way. So that is, again, part of communication. You have to learn how to adjust, register the way that you're saying things to the person that you're speaking to, because everyone deals with things differently. Everyone takes something in differently. So you have to learn your audience, learn who you're speaking to. So then you have to learn individuals. So say, for example, you've got one family member that you want to be able to tell them no, right? And you struggle with this person because you love them to bits. You love them so much. And by the way, saying no to people doesn't mean that you love them any less. It just means that you have a boundary. It just means that you have a line that you don't want to cross. It just means no. No doesn't mean, there's no like subliminal message behind no. It doesn't mean like, no, F you, no, don't care for you, no, don't like you, no, don't. It doesn't mean that. It just means no. No, thank you. No. No. Just think, every time you're saying no to someone else, you're saying yes to yourself. And that exact reason is why saying no can be the most empowering choice for you. Because as someone who struggles with, if you're someone who struggles with telling people no because you feel like it has a hidden message behind it, like I don't love you, I don't care for you, or if you're afraid of the repercussion being, I no longer love you, I no longer want to be around you. If someone reacts like that to you saying no, first of all, they were always benefiting off of your yes, even if it was at the detriment to your no. Even if it's at the detriment to your own peace, wherever it's at the detriment to your health, your well-being, your sanity, they were taking advantage. If they get upset when you tell them no, baby, if someone gets upset when you tell them no, that is for them to deal with. That has nothing to do with you. That has everything to do with them being comfortable with you not having a boundary, with you not being able to articulate your no. And they took full advantage. And I hate to be the one that has to deliver this information to you, but it is the truth. People love when people lack boundaries because it allows them to fucking run all over you. It allows them to do whatever they want. It allows them to take the absolute piss. It allows them to have a great laugh at your expense without really actually laughing, or to just basically, oh, can you drop me here? Can you do this? Can you pick this up? Can you do blah, 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 blah. And you saying yes makes their life easier. It makes their life simple because it's like, oh, I've got an scapegoat, so and so. And they might not even be doing it on purpose. That's the bad thing. They're not even consciously doing it. It is your responsibility as your body host. It is your responsibility to tell someone if they are crossing a line, to tell someone that you are uncomfortable with something, to tell someone no. It is your responsibility to do that. You cannot put that on anyone else. There's no one else that can jump in and do it for you. There's no Superman that's going to come up and rip off a roof and tell them no on your behalf. The answer is no on your behalf. Only you can give someone a no. Only you can give someone a no, and it protects your peace in a way that I cannot explain. I cannot emphasize this. Saying no, I'm going to hone this home. It doesn't mean that you don't love that person. It doesn't mean that they're going to drop you as a friend. It doesn't mean that they care for you less. It doesn't mean that there has to be a negative repercussion. They will figure it out because they're an adult and they've been living without you and with you for so long. They will figure it out. If they are alive and they are breathing and they are able, they will figure it out. Okay. It's a good place to leave it. Bye.